Wheel was invented 1,000 years ago, helping mankind flourish. Today, you will find bearings in your everyday life everywhere. You will find them in cars, in hard disk, in wind turbines, airplanes, even if they go unnoticed, which is always the goal. We make your life easier and more energy efficient. Jesa is designing and producing high-quality bearings for demanding customers with requirements that go beyond what larger companies cannot supply. We contribute to make our customers' product more efficient, more reliable, and more performing. This is a bearing. This is what Jesa produces every day. Even it looks very simple, it's a very sophisticated product where high precision is required. Here you will see you have two rings which are rotating thanks to these rollers we just put inside of it. Just imagine, we have a precision of 1 micron. 1 micron is 100 times smaller than a hair.
Customized bearings are bearings that are designed specifically for a customer application. For each new project, we have to understand precisely the bearing requirements, environment, and application. We produce thousands of different articles, each designed for a specific application. To assemble the bearings, we receive 2 rings from the grinding section, and we assemble the rings with balls. Then we wash it. After this, we do the final assembling. We put the seals, the grease, a final inspection, and then the product is ready for delivery. Ring machining is numerical controlled, and programs are automatically generated from the product design. Automation uses more and more specialized bearings because equipment has to be lighter and lighter and more compact. For Felco, we developed a bearing able to replace 5 components in its electrical pruning shears, reducing friction and assembly time. Our engineer discussed with Felco, tried to understand what was the need of evolution on the product and how we could solve it.
The idea was to have the pruning shears which could cut the biggest diameter in the market. And for that, we needed to have, at a certain point in the pruning shear, a special ball bearing which could absorb this huge load. Jesa was the only one who took our problem and tried to find a solution to our problem. So they were focused on a dedicated solution. The biggest benefit was the fact that we launched a product that is still unique in the market. So no one can achieve what we are achieving in terms of cutting diameter and of power. And without having Jesa in the loop, we would have never been able to do that. But this is because they had this faculty of understanding the customer's problem to solve their problem. And this is very seldom to find such kind of company around, because the people try to sell what is easy to sell, so a standard. And Jesa, I think their strength is the fact that they can really do parts and products that are dedicated to applications.
In the coming years, industry will become more digitalized to be more flexible, reactive, and efficient while consuming less energy. Think about the future, what development needs to be implemented in a production and supply chain to make sure that we produce in an efficient way.
All our materials are already environmentally friendly, but of course, Jesa goes beyond and tries to use as much as possible renewable materials. Therefore, Jesa is producing and designing efficient bearings and more efficient bearings in order to use as less energy as possible whatever product our bearing is used in. Just imagine 1 second, if all the vehicles worldwide would be assembled with bearings which enable you to use less energy. The entire world needs to act against the global warming in order to transmit a livable planet to our children. Electrical or hydro-cells vehicles are part of the solution, and that's why they are so important. For our business, it means less bearing inside the motor, but this is an exciting opportunity for Jesa in the future because Jesa is working to provide solutions which will save energy not only in the motor, but in the entire vehicles. Our product will be more predictable, more efficient in the future, and this will help us to provide a better world to the next generation.